Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It's so great to be here with you. Oh my gosh, this is a really brief message, but an important one. So guess what our number one priority is as a human being? Any guesses? Self-preservation. We're wired to preserve the longevity and survivability of the species, which is the human being. And so, you know what's really good about us as human beings? What's good about us is we believe in the goodness of man. And there's a lot of reasons that that's easy to do because the goodness isn't only good, in so many cases, it's actually great. And so that's the really good part about us. There's some bad apples, however. So I want to talk a bit about how do you tell the difference between the good, which is most people in most occupations, in most segments of society, but there are bad apples. Have you ever heard of the term called con man? Do you know what con stands for in the term con man? It means confidence man. So obviously in today's world, confidence person, confidence human. When that terminology got created, it was called confidence man, because they were able to masterfully build confidence in the person before taking their money or setting them up for the fall. So I'm just saying they're very good at that. And so the idea would be, how do we tell when someone isn't being truthful, especially when we believe in the goodness of man? So that's something that we need to do. Now today, the con that's happening today is very sophisticated because it's got all kinds of other components to it that just an individual had in the 40s, let's say in the 50s. But today it's computer, it's technology, it's indoctrination through the communication over the airwaves, through the social media and all of that. So that makes it harder to tell, you know, who's telling the truth. And if our number one priority is self-preservation, we need to sort out, how do you tell who's telling the truth, right? It's just an essential must to it. And so there are organizations all over the planet, you know, the news media, pharmaceuticals, all of that, you know, educational systems, the political system. Oh my gosh, do I need to say any more about that? So when we elect somebody to go into an office, how do we know if what they told us during the campaign is the truth? On the front end, not after they did nothing in 4 years or 8 years or whatever, right? And so this is becoming more and more a priority than ever before. And so the other thing that makes it challenging for us to be able to determine what's true when we're told is that the news media, education, doctors, all of these professions have a very long-standing momentum in operating in our best interest. The teachers, oh, you know, there's great movies about teachers, that how they change the lives of people, and they're deeply moving. And of course, we believe in the goodness of teachers. There's doctors, movies about doctors, books about doctors that, you know, contributed to the healing of crippling diseases or deadly diseases and who they were. And it was because of their love of the choices they made to be in that profession, to serve humanity. So that has such a long-standing momentum. We see a movie about a great teacher and we think all of them are like that, and that's just not true anymore. There are bad apples there. There are bad apples in the medical industry. There are bad apples in the news media. Oh my goodness. You know, it's also become another intent. It's more like propaganda, sorry. And so anyway, so with that said, I wanted to share something that's very cool that I just heard recently. There was a group of people that went to and in several indigenous tribes, actually in Africa. Indigenous is like, you know, original people still living in tribal communities and things like that. And what they did is they brought with them art, kind of famous art that they could travel with. And they showed indigenous people that had probably never even seen the art. They had the original art and they had a fake art. And then presented each one to the indigenous people. And they were very easily and effortlessly able to tell which one wasn't the true one. Isn't that amazing? So there's an energy in truth. We call it, that rings true. You know, that it rings true. What does that mean? Rings true. It means there's a vibration connected to the truth. It has a continuity to it. It has a feeling connected to it, which is what the indigenous people probably felt. That's not true. That's true. Simply because of the energy. What Intuition, the New Genius is about, and the classes we start on the 2nd of June, guess what they're about? How to be able to tell the truth. Who's telling the truth? That's class 1, by the way, first day, June 2. And then there's 8 more chapters that'll just blow your mind, because we really do need to learn how to discern what is true now more than ever before, because it's getting a bit out of hand now. And so it's now time to do that. So I'm wanting to escort you to open up an enormous channel inside of you that you will have this after the first day. It's absolutely possible. And I can't wait to see you there. June 2, go to my website, www.valuevsforce, for value versus force.com. This video will be on there, brief introduction. There's another brief video introduction on there. There's a whole list of here's what you're about to get, and it's awesome. And I so want you to join me. I so want us to thrive and be happy and support each other and be a family again, a family of humanity. And we can do that with your help. So hope to see you then. Thanks for coming today. See you later. Bye.